Buenos dias, Kestrels. Let's going to correct our MOT from yesterday before we move on, and let's going to see what was happening with these numbers that we learned yesterday, that they looked a little bit strange, didn't they? They had on the top right corner, they had another number, 83, and it was kind of smaller than my other digit. So what did it mean? That those numbers were cube numbers, okay? And then you saw my awful drawing, where I try to do a cube and then show you why it's called a cube. So let's going to correct it. You have to do 5 cube. What cube means? You have the 3 on the top, and then this means that that number is going to be times by itself. It's going to be time by itself 3 times, okay? So it's going to be time by itself 3 times. That does not mean that it's going to be times 3, okay? So this is not 5 times 3, this is 5 times 5 times 5. So you should have 5 times 5 times 5, which I know that 5 times 5 is, yes, 25. Now 25 times 5. 125. Maybe some of you have done it in column method, fair enough, because you wanted to make sure you knew how to do it. So if you've done it in column method, you've done 5 times 5 is 25. I carry 2 with me. 5 times 2 is 10, and 2 is 12. Okay, 125. Let's going to move to my next one. I'm going to wrap off this now. 3 cube. That means that I have 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times itself 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 3 times 3 is 9. And 9 times 3 is 27. Okay? Let's going to go to my next one. That doesn't mean 2 times 3. That's it. No, it means 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, I know that 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, and let's going to go to my next one. 10 cube. That means that is 10 times 10 times 10. So I have 10 times 10 times 10. And I know that 10 times 10 is 100. 100 times 10 is 8,000. Okay, and let's going to go to my next one. 1 cube. Now, some of you maybe were like, oh, 1 times 3. No, it is going to be 1, because it's going to be 1 times 1 is 1 times 1 is 1. Can you see it? 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. So it is 1. Now, we are going to see what we are doing today for our MOT. We have corrected already. Let's going to do fluent in 5. And again, I'm going to give you 5 exercises about previous learning, things that you have been doing already, things that you did last year. So it should be all in your head. And we are going to see how many can answer all of them correctly. So let's going to have a go. We will mark it tomorrow. I know Josh really enjoy fluent in 5 because he thinks that it's kind of challenging. I agree, it's quite tricky to try to remember what we've been doing previously, isn't it? Normally we go on Christmas, we go after half term, and then it's all gone out of our head. Okay, let's see how many of you can do. For your exercise 1, let's going to do first. Today is the 21st of the 1st of the 21. 21, and then we are doing our MOT, where we are looking at how many of you are fluent in 5. Okay, right. Let's going to go for exercise 1, a little bit tricky. Not impossible though. 2/3 of 99. 2/3 of 99. Exercise 2, a little bit even trickier. 700 equals 1,300. To get it a little bit closer for you. Okay? Let's going to go for number 3. 7,543 take away 5,636. Okay? And number 4, 765 times 10. And number 5, 873 times 8. Okay, have a go at them. They should be alright. It should be easy. We've been doing multiplication, so you should be able to do this straight away. This we haven't done fractions, so you need to try to remember how to do it. This you will need to use the inverse. See how many of you remember how to use the inverse. And this one, simple. If you cannot do it mentally, try to do it in a column method. Doesn't matter. Okay, see you tomorrow. Adios.